What didn't you like? You're not mixing and matching on that other guy's motor, are you? Good. So you got these sold to somebody already?
Yep, they're shipping them out Monday.
So these are what, 4.6?
No, these are 4.5.
These are more 4.5, but these are aluminum ones. These have fins on their tilt.
Yep.
Black. And these are low compression. And these are low compression pistons.
Well, no, I wouldn't say low. They're
Almost equipped there.
they're about 12.5.
12.5, that's low compression. When you open that box up, you'll lose a few parts. Alright, more junk in my way. Here you go, sir, you're in charge of this now. Make sure you do good videos. I get a lot of comments about my guys doing video.
Here we go.
Okay, we're on the ring gasket tool. Okay, our tapered ring is right there. Okay, I need some gaskets.
Gaskets.
It's a Harley, it takes gaskets.
Since when? Since when?
Since I had to make them fit your cases because they didn't fit for squat.
Show me some gaskets on your bike.
Okay, on my bike, I don't use too many gaskets on my bike. I have a cam cover gasket and a primary cover gasket. And I think there's an oil pump mounting gasket. There's an O-ring on the cover. There's some push rod seals, O-rings. But there's no head gaskets, no base gaskets, and no rocker box gaskets. So basically anything on the top end, I don't use gaskets. Don't need any of that junk. Okay, so we slipped it through the bottom, right? That's how we did it. We went straight down that way, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to lubricate it like usually. I put oil on the bottom, and when piston goes up the whole length, it lubricates the whole cylinder.
What he's doing now is basically stopping your engine from breaking in for an additional 500 miles.
Is that what it is? Put good oil in here? It'll make the motor lift for 50 miles if the oil pump don't work. I know that. That's been proven before. So one guy ran my Tribunal oil at Stranding. So he had the oil changed at somewhere, dealership or someplace.
They didn't put it back in?
They didn't manage to put any oil in the tranny. He got almost 500 miles on that bike before the transmission started acting up. With no oil in it. Just residue.
The tranny was probably good. The bearings probably just took a crap. The trapdoor bearings?
Yeah. I don't know. It took 500 miles for it fucking finally kill the tranny. It's pretty good. So if they caught it within the first 250 miles, it probably been okay. Stupid. But that just proves it works. That's all that does. So how many people are wondering what your blue oil is in your bike?
Oh, I got some of my buddies hooked on it.
Oh.
Remember I ordered that other gallon from you. And he's running in his bike now.
You're supposed to be having a gallon for your bike, but you should always have an extra gallon laying around for you. In case something happens. Okay. So, gaskets. Where's your gaskets at?
That's rear, right?
Maybe. To race my bike, this is all I use. All I do for gaskets. at the track, I usually don't put it on at the track. Too busy. Just run it without it. Usually I pour a bunch of oil inside this case before I put the top end on. You didn't bring the oil with you, did you?
And I didn't bring a...
Probably no drain plug in there either, I thought?
yeah, no, the drain plug's in there. There's no...
oh, the speed sensor and that kind of thing.
Yeah, the crank sensor.
Yeah. So before you put the motor in the bike, if you put a funnel over the speed sensor hole and put some oil in here in the crank, and the motor will be pre-lubed. Because as soon as you start spinning the crank, it'll lubricate the cylinders. The flywheel spinning. So I'd throw probably at least half a quart in there, if not a quart. Because these have a really deep sump in them, it'd probably take a half a quart before it even got to its flywheel like that. So you got that sensor, so if you flip it around, you can probably put it in there. You don't have a timing oil plug like Harley and plug inside the bike, you just go right into that. You don't have that on this bike. They eliminated that. Gaskets are up here. Okay, this is the front gasket. Where's the front cylinder?
No.
You sure?
No.
This is
one's
the
front
left
cylinder.
side of the bike, this is the rear, this one's the front. And our F is on this. Where'd the F go? F is on that side, so F goes down because it was on the case. When we put it on the bike, we can see it. So this stuff is sticky, so once it touches the other stuff, it'll stick to it. Gasket. One trick you can do on this stuff is glue it to the cylinder and put oil on the other side.
So it doesn't stick?
Theoretically, you know, if you're going to take them on and off a bunch of times like I do. I don't know what your maintenance is on your top end.
Usually, this is the first time I've ever ran a paper gasket.
That's Star Racing, that's what they use. Okay, so rear is up. Like this.
Now I'm thinking we should have put it on the gaskets on here because of the
What?
guide pins. Remember this one was oblonged a little bit?
They should slip on. I got them lined up pretty. I was lining them up on that hole, see?
Oh, okay.
I lined them up. I purposely kind of lined them up that way, more important. I wasn't as concerned about the head bolt hole being on. See how far off this head bolt hole is? I want the dowel pin to be good. I think it'll go down. It should be alright. Okay, so this is our front one, right? So that'll be this piston here.
No, the direction doesn't really matter, right?
Well, once you
cylinder.
rotate to go in, it'll be fine. This is the intake. So this is the front cylinder. This will be the intake here. This is exhaust. So theoretically, it should go on like that.
No, the exhaust is out here.
We got here left to right. Yeah, sorry, turn it the other way. There's our exhaust. This exhaust. Exhaust intake. Intake has the cutaway on it. That's the intake. That's the center of the motor, so that's the intake side. Okay, so theoretically it's laid in there like that. Kind of move it around a little bit. double check that before it goes off. Okay, this one, the intake is here, which is in the center. Just like that again. Go ahead and put it in there.
Let's make sure that it. Sounds like you're right.
Pull it back out. Here, sideways. Not sure what you're filming, but what are you filming over there?
Oh, what's that?
That ring slid out or something?
I think the middle ring.
Second ring was screwing with us a little. Okay.
There we go.
That one nice and easy like it's supposed to. So if it doesn't go, don't force it.
Alright, so we want the intake
It's here. On this side.
here. Yeah, so like this.
Okay, pull up, put the wrist pin on the other side there. Side it goes in. Come up a little higher. There you go. So I pre-lube the piston, so you just shove the pin through and it lubes everything up as you go. Okay, so it should go together relatively easily, but who knows?
Just gonna have ish up and get a flathead ready. I have a technique for these.
They actually make a tool for that too. Puking all everywhere. Okay, I usually like doing the front first, see all this crap in the way. Okay, which one's our front one?
That. No, that's rear. This is front.
This has to cut out, that should be the rear.
Yeah, this is front.
This should be the front one, yep. And our big pocket arrows toward me. Oh, I didn't lubricate the wrist pin. I want to lubricate these. Preferably not with dirt.
Lube is lube.
Yeah. And usually what I do on these is I put oil on here. Like that. It stops corrosion, but it also lets the nuts go on nice and easy. You don't have to worry about anything galling or sticking or anything.
So after we're gonna remove that and put Loctite, because I hear that these stainless bolts like to loosen up.
If you tighten them up like a man, it shouldn't be a problem. Now this one here, you're going to have to, you want to pull this up a little higher on this one, or it's up to you?
Let's see.
Put it where you want it.
Up a little. We're in.
You have to be on nice somewhere on the wrong side. Okay, before you get too carried away here, let's put some.
Oh.
Here, put this rag over the board.
Oh, I wasn't gonna drop it in there.
Yeah, sure. Grab the other rag over there. Don't move that too much. Put another rag on the back hole. Those are easier than those other ones. These are 10th out thinner.
Well, it's just the angle that's screwed up. There we go.
I can move it around, whatever you want.
It's in.
Okay, is it all the way in? Sure.
Yep.
Don't go all the way in. You gotta lube the pistons. Okay, grab a little finger lube of oil lube. Lubricate the skirt. Okay, and do the other side also. Do it from the bottom because I don't want to pick this up and it'll slide too much, I think. Yeah, it's not going to get much on there, just from the bottom. Okay, alright, pull the rag out there. Cylinder slides real nice and easy, which is what we want to see. Means we have no damage. Rotate it. Stud hole on studs.
Oh, there it is.
Over the dowels. Yep. Seems like it's made for it.
Oh crap! I don't know where the other pin went.
What pin?
I mean the other clip.
What clip? That one over there?
Oh, what is
What you looking for? So make sure you put towels over these things so you don't lose these stainless steel hardware. Magnets do not take out stainless very well. Unless you want to flip the motor upside down and shake it a bunch. Which right now we can do that, but in the bike, not quite as easy. The arrow's going the right way, the valve pockets are correct. Front piston. We marked the piston so we know which way it goes.
Well, this one says rear. Just kidding.
So we got our mark right there, arrow going forward. That has a rear mark right there. So we know it's correct.
Alright.
Okay, let's grab the double in box wrench and just give me about 5 or 10 foot-pounds of torque on these bolts. Nuts. That's good. Just pulling it down square. You should do a cross pattern, not a radial pattern when you do those.
Well, when I actually torque them.
Okay, and this gasket looks like it's dead flat. No issues. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I'm a little busy right now. We're putting together an M8, so I'll call you later. Okay, bye. All right. So is this a good time to put the oil in there and work it in the rod and everything? Like I normally do it? Too late.
No plugs.
Can't do it. Okay. This one's ready to go.
Yep.
So we got our piston. The arrow is in the wrong direction. And the valve pocket's the wrong way, see? So who's a dumbass to put that one in wrong?
Oh, it's easy fix.
Yeah.
Very easy fix.
That's what I did, what you did. So now the arrow and the notches are correct. Good. That's why you do it that way. Okay, where's the wrist pin on the force? Okay, we're going to swap sides. Swap side here. Don't forget to put oil on the skirt before you do it. And let's not forget to pretend like we're going to try to keep shit from falling down on the motor. Okay, put that where you want it. Just jiggle around. On.
Wait.
Tell me what you want to do.
Nice and sturdy.
Leave it at this angle and we tilt it up.
No, you're fine, just like that. Try to get in that groove. This is my technique. Oh,
I'm on the wrong side of the motor, that's why the cylinder's backwards. So the cylinder's on the wrong side, what's going on here?
there's that. Oh, that's not in there. One second. There we go. This one wants to be a little stubborn.
Good thing that rag was there over the hole. It rolled right along that rag. Yeah, they like to screw with you. I'll give you a little more clearance if you want.
No, it's not the clearance. It's
Just the angle.
this thing is so out of round. I think it'll work this time. Ah, there we go.
Yeah,
That's in
I heard it go click that time. Okay.
And we're down.
My race bike, it just slides down nice and easy, unlike street bikes. What about those dowel pins you were worried about? Okay, I need two, you need two.
Tapered and down, right?
Yep. Doesn't really matter, but that's how I do it. I should pull down real quick with torque. If you got a bunch of compressing going on, there's something wrong. Alright. Where's your wrench for turning your motor over?
It's right here.
Yeah. It's a race motor, they're easy to turn over. So see how the oil just slides up the cylinder there? Why don't you grab the camera look at that. So it just lubricates the whole cylinder with it coming up. So this one I had the right amount on, this one I get a little carried away on the oil. I'm showing off too much. And while we're in it, just double check. We got intake pockets, those are the big ones. Look good. Our height is good, we're not poking up too much. All looks good. Get our torque wrench out.
Oh crap.
You crapped it. It's still recording. Harley torque wrench. So it doesn't matter how hard you hit it and how heavy the hammer is. If you get a feel for what you want. See how it doesn't move very much. So it's getting pretty tight. So we got it one more time. You hit your harness good too. So you can see it's not moving too much anymore.
Just the engine's moving.
Yeah, but the torque wrench isn't moving much either.
The torque wrench.
Which one's the torque wrench? This one or this one? See how it doesn't move very much? That means it gets pretty tight. So you feel it.
It's either getting tight or he's getting tired.
You gotta hold on to the wrench so it stays put.
Oh yeah.
See which it doesn't move much? Okay, so they're in there pretty good. Muscle it. You can put your wrench on here like that and muscle it and get an idea what the torque is. But the problem is holding the motor while you're doing that. That's how much torque it took. Now if you want to know how much torque it really is, you bring out your torque wrench right there.
Set it to
Set a number you
60
want.
foot-pounds.
You pull up the appropriate tool.
You know, this torque wrench is a little older than my...
I do not have enough torque. See, I never need a half-inch one before, so I do not have.
I don't even know how to set this one. What the heck?
I don't have a torque wrench for that. Doesn't matter. I don't have a wrench for doing that. You rotate the knob right there. You notice how I always take it down to zero. I never leave it fully loaded.
Was that Snap-on's very first torque wrench ever?
No, they've been around for a while. I don't even have a torque. I have to get a torque adapter for that because I don't have one for a half-inch. I got 3/8, 7/16, and 9/16 because I never needed a half-inch
Oh,
one.
and that probably wouldn't even fit on here. It's not enough. You gotta have a...
No, they'll fit in there because I grind them down to fit. But, yeah, they're pretty tight. Now, when you put this in a bike, use a double box wrench here, and you can pull on it, and you can see how much torque is on it. It's pretty good torque. But when you're using a hammer method, it goes pretty easy, and you you know, you have to yank on it.
Oh, I forgot. I brought the heads. I can actually test fit the
And that actually is an official way of doing torque on some applications. They actually make a wrench that has a hammer in the nib it until you beat on it. Yeah. It's the old way of doing it. Alright. Yeah, that's nice and free. That's freer in my race bike. My race bike. Well, I never do it like this. I always have the valves in it. When you put the valves in, it doesn't rotate.
Not with your hand, at least.
Yeah, it moves pretty freely. Definitely low drag. Alright. I'm going to keep puking oil out of here because somebody loaded that oil pump up full of oil. So it's going to continue to pour oil out of it. Let's do grab a piece of this shit here. And
I'm going to lift it up.
Absorbent material. Don't leave that in there. Okay, so that's all together. So what do you got now? You got junk heads?